Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I just fancied doing a bit of a get ready with me. I'm not going anywhere, but I thought it'd be quite nice to do a bit of a chit chat, get ready with me. A few things are changing for me, which you'll see. So I wanted to sit, play with some makeup and do something a bit more chatty. So I hope you enjoy. So I'm just going to kick off. I'm going to first of all take my mattifying and some pure primer to begin with. If I forget to mention anything, I'll make sure I link it down below. I'm just going to use this as my primer. And then go in with my Ilia serum highlighter. So I guess one of the big things that is changing for me is the lease on our house that I'm living in currently. So I rent at the moment with a friend, and that comes to an end. We're on a 2-year fixed contract, and that comes to an end beginning of May time. And Emma, the friend I live with, we lived together as well 2 years prior to that in a flat in the same place we live at the moment. And we're actually going to be going separate ways. We haven't fallen out or anything, we've just, like, work-wise for me and work-wise for her, it's just kind of working out a little bit better for us to go and move to different places. So yeah, you'll be seeing a change of scenery in the background because I will be moving. I'm actually moving in with my sister and brother-in-law, just because A, kind of financial reasons. It really helped me save. I will be paying rent and bills and food obviously and all that. But it will just help me save money, so that'd be nice. And luckily I get on with my sister really, really well, and I guess more importantly I get on with my brother-in-law very well as well, so it's all good all round, and it was kind of actually their suggestion, and so I thought actually yeah, that does make sense. So I'm just going with my Hint Beauty concealer. So yeah, the background in videos will be changing, and actually a bit more of a colourful background because we rent, it's quite hard for us to decorate. I have put like pictures up on the wall, so if you saw my room video you'd have seen I've got pictures up, so we are going to have to fill in holes where those pictures have been. But I can actually paint my room in my sister's house, so I'm going for like a dark green, like 2 walls dark green, the other 2 white, and yeah, just something a bit more that's kind of my style, which will be fun. So I've got some fun ideas to do with my sister because she loves it when I kind of do her makeup, and I did her makeup for a wedding, so I think she'll probably end up featuring in a fair few of my videos just to mix it up so it's not always just me, and I can show you doing makeup on her as well. And she also wants to start doing this thing on her Instagram, which she kind of started before Christmas, but she's going to stop for a second. I won't say what it is just in case she doesn't want people to know just yet, but we'll hopefully be doing kind of collab work with each other, which I think will be a lot of fun, and yeah, we'll just generally have a lot of fun. And also it means it comes to Halloween looks, I've got more faces to play with because Joe, my brother-in-law, is happy to be turned into anything. So okay, so I just used Hint Beauty concealer but in deep just to create a nice cream bronzer, and I'm just going to go in with the Honest Beauty blusher. Oh, it's probably a bit much, but I do love blush. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and quickly fill in my brows because I know that's not particularly exciting. Well, I don't find it particularly exciting. I do the same thing every time, so just the ABH palette and quickly fill those in. And then I'll be back to do eyes. Prep and prime my eyes with the Lily Lola eye primer. So I brought you in nice and close so you can see what's going on with the eye. Okay, I've then got a couple of different video ideas I want to do. I thought it might be quite fun to do, I want to do like a more stylised video. Still doing makeup, but the way I edit it and the way it's presented is different. My idea is that it wouldn't be a talk through look, it would be purely just really nice gentle music over it, and it would be the way I edit it is a bit more stylised. I was going to call it like makeup therapy or something like that. Just something, they wouldn't be particularly long, and I wouldn't necessarily go crazy with the looks because, like I said, I'm not talking through them. And I do enjoy, obviously, talking through what I'm doing, having a bit more interaction. But I just thought it might be quite something a bit different and, like I said, a bit more stylised, and just playing around with a bit of editing, like editing of a video. I don't mean like editing the faces and Facetune or anything like that. I just mean in terms of where I'll like cut things down, trim things, zoom in. It's just a bit more stylised, I think is the word that I can describe it as. So I probably should say what palette I'm using. I'm using the Urban Bible palette that was done in a collaboration with Kaylee MUA. Her name is on the palette. If you're someone who is a fan of Kaylee, like I am, you'll know kind of what happened with the palette and what the brand So Sue tried to do without telling her. But luckily it's been sorted. But yeah, just want to say Urban Bible palette, but by Kaylee MUA, or in collaboration with Kaylee MUA. So I'm just taking one of my favourite shades out of the palette, sorry. Unruly. This one here, it's a gorgeous kind of purpley colour. I'm going to just deepen up the outer corners. I'm taking this on a base shadow brush and using that. Yeah, like I said, it's one of my favourite colours for sure out of this palette. I'm just going to take a clean, fluffy brush and just start softening the edges. No extra product at the moment. So like I said, that's one kind of video idea that I've got in mind, like a makeup therapy kind of video, a bit more stylised, just music, no talking, and I think things will be a bit more close up. Yeah, just something a bit different, and just see how it works, see how people respond to it. I also was watching a Steph Tom's video the other day, and she did a full red look, so it was red glossy eyes and a red lip, and it looked beautiful, and it kind of makes me want to do a colour series. So yeah, just taking obviously a colour at a time and creating a look based off that. And I might start with red and I might recreate her look, because honestly it looked amazing. Something a bit more kind of editorial with the glossy eyes, which I do enjoy. So I might give that a go and just do, yeah, a little colour series. I thought might be quite fun, because I do love to play with colour, as we can see. I'm actually going to dip into Oath with the Sigma brush just to deepen up these outer corners. And I will go back in with Unruly just to make sure that purple is still the focus, but I just want a bit of depth on this outer portion. And then I'm just going to drag it kind of close to the lash line. I also thought it's been a while, well, I say it's been a while, Christmas was the last time I did a Q&A, so I might do another Q&A soon, because I always quite enjoy those. So if you've got any questions, leave them down below. They don't have to be makeup, they can be makeup related, but they don't have to be. You can ask anything, any silly questions, just any form of questions, leave them down below. I'll do a little video. Oh, they're definitely different shapes, aren't they? Right, well, I'll fix that in a minute. Going back with a slightly fluffier brush, taking Unruly again, and just going over that just to make sure the purple really is shining through. Yeah, this is a slightly more dramatic kind of look, but I do quite like it as well. I'm definitely going to be adding some shimmer onto the lid. Again, I'm going to take my concealer brush just to kind of really tidy up some of these edges. But obviously let me know if you've got any like suggestions that you really want to see from me. I quite like So there are a few videos I've been seeing on like Instagram reels and stuff where people do, it's like their makeup or the outfits based on, like for example there was a catwalk version, so they did like makeup if they were from or going to a Gucci fashion show or Prada. I've seen ones where it's like, oh, how I do my makeup if I was in, I don't know, Gryffindor or something like that, or from a certain film or TV show, and I think that's something quite fun to do. So if that's also something that sounds kind of interesting, let me know and give suggestions, because I think that just might be quite a fun, yeah, like a little fun thing to do, kind of put my interpretation of how I would do makeup based on like a film, TV show, or something a bit more fashion related. Yeah, I keep seeing them pop up and they do look like people do some really cool things with that. So I'm just using the shade Oath in this palette, which is kind of duochrome. I'm just using my finger for this, because I find it works better. What I'm going to do is take some of Veil on a fluffy brush and just use that to really make sure that is nice and blended. So Veil is just the white, which seems to be my most used colour in this palette. I think because it works great with mixing with the other shades to create like transition shades or lighter versions. What I am going to do is take some of Sin, the black, on a little angled brush. And I'm going to get that right in here. Or am I? No, that I reduced it a bit. I think it was just a bit too much. I'm just going to leave it like that, but I'm not going to. Actually no, I will. I'm just going to drag it, but right up close to the lash line, on the lower lash line. Because I did kind of want it to be a top heavy look. Okay. It's going to need some tidying up. Definitely a bit more concealer underneath the eye now. I'm going to have to put black eyeliner in the waterline as well. So I've just got my Lily Lolo black eyeliner and I'm just going to pop that into the waterline. Pick up a little bit more concealer. Try not to pick too much up. I'm just going to use that to kind of do a bit of tidying up. It's got a little bit of pink staining here. I kept trying to tidy up as well. Okay, right, when I started this look I didn't realise how intense it was going to get on the eyes, but I quite like it actually, so that's always good. And I want to take some mascara if I can find some. Okay, that's the eyes done. On to lips. I'm kind of in two minds whether just to keep what I've got on and leave it like that. This is the Kosas lip oil and Jellyfish. My lips are feeling a bit dry, so I just put it on to begin with. Or whether to go for a lipstick or not. Let's try, let's see. No. I think I'm just going to go and put another layer of the Kosas lip oil on instead. I think sometimes keeping it simple and not necessarily adding a colour to the lips with something this dramatic kind of works out better. I really didn't know actually how my look was going to turn out, but I didn't expect it to be quite as bold and dramatic as it is. I do really love it though. I do love that kind of the cat eye effect. This is a really nice palette and I love the Oath colour as well as Unruly. It looks really nice. I hadn't played for that palette for a while. And yeah, I wanted to have another go. So there is this video complete. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I just wanted something a bit more chatty again and not just talking through the makeup. But let me know your thoughts on those kind of video ideas. Like I said, if you do want a Q&A, make sure you leave me a bunch of questions down below. Makeup related, non-makeup related, fun, silly questions, I don't mind. I can do a nice little video on that. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more kind of neutral everyday looks coming, as well as some more kind of bold looks like this, because I do enjoy them. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.